आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
The question given here is define the following terms. First is Kraft's temperature, second is peptidization, and third is electrokinetic potential, right? So first of all, the first part is given Kraft's temperature. So Kraft temperature. So the formation of micelle, it requires a certain amount of concentration and a temperature, right? So if I'm talking about the temperature, so the temperature at which, or you can say temperature above which the formation of the formation of micelle. So micelle is a cluster of soap mechanism, cluster formed in the soap cleansing of soap mechanism, right? So it's a cluster with long hydrocarbon chain, and there is an anionic and a cationic part, right? So a micelle is formed, so it takes place is called the Kraft's temperature. It's called Kraft's temperature. Kraft temperature. It is denoted by TK, right? So, if, for example, if the temperature there is a like 20 degree or 25 degree Celsius temperature is there, so at above this temperature the micelle is forming, right? So the 25 degree Celsius temperature is regarded as the Kraft temperature, right? So second part is asked here is peptidization. So peptidization is a process of converting fresh precipitates into colloidal particles particles. How? By shaking them with the dispersion medium dispersion medium, like by scattering the particles by shaking it, right? Like the particles, the ppt, the freshly prepared precipitates should be again as a dispersed phase should be put in the dispersion medium, right? In the presence of in the presence of small amount of small amount of electrolyte, any electrolyte, right? So this process is known as peptidization. Third one is electrokinetic potential. Electrokinetic potential. Kinetic potential. So this term is defined when one type of ion when one type of ion of electrolyte are absorbed on the surface of the colloidal particle on the surface of colloidal particle right? So this forms a fixed layer. It forms a fixed layer. Okay, so this fixed layer, now the second thing happens is it attracts the fixed layer attracts the counter ions from the medium, which forming a second layer, that is the diffused layer, called as diffused layer, right? So now what is electrokinetic potential? A difference of potential that exists between both layers as in the fixed layer here and the diffused layer is known as electrokinetic potential. Electrokinetic potential. It is also known as zeta potential. So this is the required answer. Thank you.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।